How's it going, everybody? We're back on the East Coast. Got my son on the camera here. We're going to talk a little bit about the hockey games today because I was in the air yesterday. Poor Capitals lost a crazy game to San Jose. Let's talk about this, Kiddo. Ready? All right, so today's games, we're looking at Wednesday, the 23rd. There are a few games at 7:30. There's the Arizona Coyotes playing Montreal. So what we've got over here is what I think the line should be, and what we have over here is what Vegas is offering. So I've been doing some work on the file to look at how we're winning and when we win and what are we doing, and the answer is when the attempted line means we should take it because Vegas is offering something that pays us a lot more, then that's been working out over the last few weeks and days, actually. You can see here that in our stats, we choose something called the best true line. You can see that we've been winning here. We've been up money overall with the best true line. So we'll talk about that in conjunction with win strength on today's games. So, Arizona, Montreal. Calvin Pickard making his first start for Arizona. He used to play for it was Colorado and somebody else before that, like Florida or somebody else. He got traded. So it's his first game. There's a really big line here. We think that Montreal's probably going to win this game at home with Carey Price, but the line's not great. Depending on how the new goalie plays in the new uniform, we'll see. But it does say take Montreal -1.5. That's the play there, apparently. And it's a little bit looking like an over, but not much. And you don't know what's going to happen with the new goalie. Or goalie with a new team. We have the Caps against Toronto. The Caps lost a barn burner yesterday. They lost a crazy game. They lost 7-6. They had a lead in the third period and blew it. They're playing terrible. So let's see if they play any better. Let's get back on the screen. So we have Toronto being favored in this game. Phoenix Copley probably is playing, but it's not finalized yet. It might be Holtby. The big play is the over here. You can see that Washington was in a game that had 13 goals yesterday. Toronto also likes to score. So the over 6.5 really seems like it's a good idea. And also you can see the scoring here. This is the trends of goals over the last few games. Even though Washington has been losing, they did put up some goals in the last two games. Toronto has been faltering recently, but they're probably going to get off the schneid against the Caps. You can see that Toronto's lost 4 out of their last 5, and the Caps have lost 6 in a row, apparently. That is awful. So it's probably going to say take Toronto, but the line's not great. And actually, the best true attempted line is +123 for the Caps, and Vegas is offering 170. So this is that rare occurrence where the file says you should take Washington even though it doesn't think that they're going to win. But I really like the over there. So that's the play. Next game, Minnesota, Colorado. And in this situation, looks like it wants slightly to be an over. It's slightly favoring Colorado. But the attempted lines are not great. So really, I'd probably stay away from that game altogether. Nashville and the Knights. I'm not in Vegas right now. I'm on the East Coast. This game's in Las Vegas. This game's favoring the Knights. However, it's not favoring them in point prediction, so it's kind of conflicting. You can see that it only thinks that the Knights should be a -113, and Vegas has them even more of a favorite because that game's in Vegas. So I think that Nashville's probably the play here because they're +126, and that's a better true line attempt. But you kind of want to root for Vegas to win this game. It's really liking an over, so that's probably a good play there is take the over in this game because it's predicting 7.6 goals, and there's over-under a 6. But tough call there. It really doesn't like too much of anything. If anything, it says take Nashville. St. Louis and Anaheim. Thinks Anaheim's going to win this game, really. How about that? John Gibson in net, keeping the unders. Also thinks this game is going to be under, doesn't see a lot of goals. So even though it's predicting not enough goals for Anaheim, it's because Jordan Binnington, I guess, has been playing better. Is that right? Is that the case? Yeah, he has a goals against of only 2. But low scoring game, the under is the play there, and I guess Anaheim because we have them favored. Carolina and Vancouver, final game of the night. Carolina just came off a win. Vegas, 1-2. We think this game is heavily favored for Vancouver, so our attempted line means that we should take Vancouver here, and it also thinks it's going to be slightly over 5.5. So, that is NHL for Wednesday, January 23rd, and may your picks be winning.
Bye-bye.